the shoveler, same thing in the shoveler. And they're painted with acrylics. And then they brought a rainbow trout. I don't know if I had it here before or not, but that's
Two carbide.
he's made out of white pine and aluminum for the fins.
Well, I brought more than I should have here tonight, but I'm 85 years old, and I only work in the summer on this when I'm up at my lake home, and I just love the mallard, this is a mallard, decoys that are on the lake up there, and how they take care of the young ones. Both the male and the female are out there hatching the eggs, and the young ones don't fly off until just about before the weather gets so bad. But this is a piece of basswood on it, acrylic paint. This is the same thing. This one's made out of cork. And this one is a mallard, I think. When you're 85 years old, I don't know if you can do a good job painting or not, but I tried. And this was a merganser, and put a lot of little pieces together to make it. But that's a cork and a basswood head on it. That was a summer's project.
This is probably the most fun decoy I've ever carved. This is white cedar I got from the town in that class. It's unbelievably white. And this one I all went out, I took my gauges and I did 5/8 of an inch all the way around. And I had trouble painting the head, but I finally got the green tint in there. I'm not happy with this reblush of mine on the side, so I'm gonna probably just get ticked off and wipe it off and repaint it again to do it decent. But it's a white piece of wood. It was fun. It just, I'm gonna hunt with it, so maybe I'll leave it the way it is. Who cares? You know, it was a fun bird to carve. It just, I think I dropped it 2-3 times. It just bounced and I picked it up. Kept on going.
That was some nice cedar.
Looks really nice too.
Looks good.
Very nice.
Oopsie, oopsie.
So I've realized now that I have brought a bufflehead to every September meeting that I've been a member of the club. So I figured why stop now.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. So a while back, Dave gave me, I went to pick up some stuff from Dave, the sheet of cork for the club, and talked to him about this blooming teal project. And he said, I have this timber I don't think we can do anything with. Take a look at it, see what you can figure out. So I looked at it, it had a check that ran all the way through the pith from one side and the second side. So I thought, I can make a duck out of that. So, actually end up, I'll get a blue wing teal out of it too, so I'll get two birds out of it. But I figured with the pith, or with the checks in it, and the pith right in the center of the wood, I would go ahead and just make it an antique style. So I left the check in the back, kind of cleaned it out a little bit because it had some splits in it. The one in the side I filled with putty, but I didn't do a great job so that you can still see it when you look for it. All the sapwood in the pith area was so dry that when I chip carved it, it just flaked out. So it left the grain lines in there real raised up. So, all right, everything about it is working exactly the way I want. Then I put 5 coats of Denny's Secret antiquing juice on there and let it sit out in the sun for about 2 weeks just to get good and baked on. So it's got that heavily used look, but a relatively new carving. So all cedar, it's hollowed. I did get some grief. Some people said that the check would open up, but I figured it was on the court, like Dave said, it was on the back of those people's house for 22 years. So it's probably not going to check any more than it already has.
You ever carve a decoy without the bobtail?
I have.
When? I haven't seen it.
But why?
I like them. Yeah.
What Matt's neglecting to tell you is that timber was holding up a three-season porch for the last 30 years, and it collapsed on itself a good 4 inches before we were called in to repair this thing, and so we pulled it out, and I said, it's a beautiful 6x6 seater, we can't just throw it away. Somebody's going to use it. I was surprised that Matt did that. It turned out nice.
What'd you paint with that?
Oh, latex.
Did this canvas back. Every September for the last 38 years we go to the PA, Manitoba, and I wanted to have a decoy that I could hunt over because all I've been doing are these golden eyes. And so I decided a couple weeks ago to do a canvas back, and I only had brown eyes, so I figured I'll make it a hen, and I actually like the hens better than the drakes and the looks. The cans up there, the hens in the young of the year, are always really stained. We call them golden plumps because they got a bunch of like gold on them and reddish around the face. So I kind of duplicated that with this one. And it took me about a week to do the whole body and get the eyes in and hollow it out. It's Northern White Cedar, hollow, and then it took about a week to paint it. And I had to do the back about 4 times because they didn't like it and I kept screwing it up. So finally it turned out okay. So I still have to put the weights in it, kind of balance it on the water, and hopefully you aren't going to be shooting at it. But I did a little bit more detail than you need for a working, you know, the scalloping isn't really on a hand can, but I thought it looked kind of cool. So anyways, that was my project for the last 2 weeks. And this Friday at 3:30 in the morning, we head up north, and I'll be able to test it out. So,
You did that in 2 weeks?
yep.
What kind of paint did you use?
It was oil paint.
Oil paint? I thought
Oil
so.
paint?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Brush. It took me 8 hours just to do the head. I mean,
Yeah?
But
I know.
luckily I'm retired, so I can just sit and do this stuff. So
Yeah.
anyways.
What do you
And,
do?
well, I made the head kind of high too, because most of my store-bought decoys have kind of low heads, so I wanted to vary it
What
up.
do you do for a living? Paint?
I'm retired now. I make decoys. But, well, that was,
Like the best job I ever had.
So this is my first duck, and it's a merganser hen, and it's out of cork with acrylic paint, and the head is red cedar. And this is my second duck, a redhead. I don't have the keel on it yet. It is also cork and has the red cedar for the head and the tail.
Really good, 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 good.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, since Tom brought it here from Game Fair, I thought, okay, I'll share it too, but this is a Game Club project, Golden Eye Drake, white cedar, and then painted in acrylics. I agree, it was an awful lot of fun to carve and mark that bird, so looking forward to hunting over it.
Is that whole or?
It's hollow, yep.
Nice woody head.
Is that everyone? I think so, okay. We'll take a quick break, take a shot.
Bye, boys.
Bye now.